Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we'll be drawing a poppy because that was one of the requests that I had from the past. So it was one of the popular flowers that you guys wanted to draw or learn how to draw. So we will be using the sketch set and a watercolor set. So we'll start with the sketching set and I will be using the soft expressive brush. And from colors, we will be using a brown color. And you can also download the color palette if you would like. So I'm starting with this brown color. And we will first draw the main stem. So I'll just zoom in here a little bit. So we have this space. So the stem is a little bit curved. And then here on top we will draw angled ellipse. So you can do it a few times just to get the ellipse right. And we will have few more unopened petals or flower heads here. So I'll just loosely sketch that. So another curved line, and this will be another flower head. And we can add one more here with a tilted flower head. So now we can loosely mark the middle of the flower and then add this type of curve, thicker here at the bottom and thinner here on the left side. Then we can add another curve here. And then there will be one petal on this side and one on this side. Now we will reduce the opacity of this sketch layer, so it's more like our guide. And we will redefine the flower on a separate layer, and I will take a different brush for that, the brush number 13, so you can take a brush with more defined edges for this part if you are not using the same brush set. And now I will start with the flower head here and create another curve. I need to make the brush a little bit smaller. So this kind of wiggly shape here. And then I will make the edge of this petal a little bit more interesting with these kind of small waves. Here I will make a bigger wave or a curve and another small one. And then this part will be more straight. There is still a little bit of curve, but it's definitely more straight than the bottom part. Now I will add another curve here and we'll round it off towards the center. And then we'll add the edge of this petal. So this is the petal kind of growing from the middle of the flower. And we'll add suggestion for the middle of the flower here. Now another curve and then more straight and curve towards middle. And another kind of rounded triangle shape here. Now we can add the outer petal. Again, using these small curves. And you don't have to create that in one go, so you can lift the pencil as well. And then continue. Now going a little bit more inwards, creating that small kind of gap or cutout part of that petal. And then back towards the middle. Now I will add one more here. And another loose one to finish in the middle. Now let's create these middle ones, or kind of the small unopened petals. So here they are a little bit easier or more simplified. So this is more like teardrop shape. Another one. And just round off the shape here and define the stem. With this one we can create a little bit different shape. So starting off with this wiggly zigzag shape or line, and then round it off here and add few lines going like that. And then the bottom part is more like acorn. And now add the line. And then let's draw the one which is hanging downwards. So it's again shape more like acorn. And we can add one more like that here. And the stem. And also for the big one, or kind of the main flower. And we can softly suggest one more here. And here. And we can make few parts of the flower a little bit darker just for the contrast. For example here, because there could be a shadow from the flower head if we have the light source here on the top. Then a little bit here. Some of the petals casting shadows. Few lines. One shadow here, here, and also on this side, and here at the bottom of this one. Perfect. And now let's add color. So let's go to a different layer. So we have 3 layers for line, color, and sketch. Now I will swap to the color palette and I will choose this red color, not the lightest or the darkest, and then I will go to the watercolor set, and from the watercolor brushes I will take the brush number 33, which has quite nice opacity, and I will add the color to the whole head of that flower, leaving some of the edges of the petals free like you would do when painting with a classic watercolor. I need to make the brush a little bit bigger so I can cover the bigger area easily. And you can see a little bit of texture coming through already, and that's from my aquarelle paper texture template, which you can use, but it's optional. Here I went out of the lines a little bit, so I can take an eraser, and you can choose the brush set that you are working with, and you can choose one brush which has more defined edges, so it's easier for you to kind of not fix your mistakes but adjust if you need to, because that's kind of advantage of digital. Now I will go back to my brush number 33 and I can add the color to some of these other flowers here, and it can be a little bit more loose. Now I will go to the palettes and I will take the mid shade of the green, something in between lightest and darkest, and I will add a color also to some of these unopened petals, so they are still green. Then I can make the brush smaller, or you can use a detailing brush, so it's easier for you to color some of these stems. And you can test out what is the best size. Now we will swap to a brush which has more defined edges, so we can add shadows. So I will take the brush number 8, and from the colors I will take the darker red. Then we will make the brush a little bit smaller, and we will add the darker red to the bottom part of the flower, so there is less light. Then also to this part and some of the other parts where the petals are overlapping. Also here to the middle. And to the bottom of these flower heads. Now we can also add this darker purple. So I'll just add it here to the edge, so we have a little bit of variety in some of these shades. And then we will do the same with this darker green and add that to the bottom of this unopened flower head and top of these hanging ones, and a little bit on the side. And also here. Now go back to the colors, and we can take the pink color and add it also to few of the edges. And you can also vary the opacity of the brush, because if you press harder, the brush is a little bit different, and softer, you have some of these streaks, like if the brush is dry. So I added the pink to these 3 spots. And now I will take also this yellow and add that here to this petal, and a little bit here and here. And also to these side ones. And we can add also this lightest green to top of the unopened petals and side here. And another green shade to this one, where we can suggest that the petals are actually not open on this side. And we can add some bottom petals to this one. Alright, now let's go back to the yellow colors, and I will take this beige peachy color and add that here to the middle of the flower to define that middle part. And to do that, we can also take this darker brown and add that here to the middle part of the flower to suggest the seeds of the flower. Now go to the smudge tool and take the smudge number 39 if you're using the same brush set, or use a different smudge brush from the brush set that you are using, And now we will blend some of these color transitions. So you can experiment with the size of the brush and press harder and softer depending how smooth the transition you want to have. If you press softer, it's less smoothen out and you still have some of these rough edges, and if you press harder, the transition is a little bit smoother. And now you can just blend all the transitions, and where you have a bigger contrast, you will see the transition has this nice blooming effect where you can see it here. So it depends how much of that you want. Keep the transitions smooth or with more contrast. I quite like the contrast here, so I'm keeping some of that blooming effect. And as you can see, you can zoom in and out every time you are moving to a different transition or like different combination of colors. Then you can go back to the brushes and take brush number 11, which has more opacity and sharper and crisper edges. And you can take the blue color and add a little bit of that blue here around the stems, just to define the stems a little bit more. Then go back to colors, take the light green, and as a last touch, you can add some watercolor splatters around the stems. Just like this. And you can take also the darker green, take different splatters, just to have a variety. You can also adjust the size and add some here. And take also the red color, choose different splatters again, and add a few on the side. And you can test out the opacity with different pressure. So here I pressed softly, and if I press harder and hold a little bit, then you can get bigger splatters with more opacity as well. So you can test out different ways how you want the splatters to appear. So you can also reduce the size and just step a little bit harder so you have more opacity. So I can do the same with the green. And add again different splatters, maybe with the darker green color. Perfect. And if you want a little bit more texture, you can always go and use more textures like pastels or gouache. For example, I can use pastel brush number 21. I can take the darker red color and I can just add few strokes just here, just to have more texture in some parts of the flower. And as I was using the aquarelle paper texture, I can add a paper texture at the end, so I have more texture in the whole illustration. Alright, so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed your poppy flower illustration, and thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in one of the next videos. Bye!